it's Miss Emma's. Okay. So let me tell them about Miss Emma's.
I listen to Debatable Decisions.
We listen to Debatable Decisions.
This is half the hustler, and you're now rocking with Debatable Decisions.
I listen to Debatable Decisions.
I get that bad, they gon' hate on me. They get that bad, they gon' change on me. Kyrie with the team, they gon' trade on me. Curry in the wing, they gon' fade on me.
Hey, mic check, 1 2 1 2. This is Corey Scales. I got AC the mayor to my right, and
he stole it from me. You see that?
I said,
no, that's not what you're ever supposed to do.
Oh, I was just
so let me just speak
stop.
to the people. Of course, that's been the repetition.
It's been a long time. We haven't done this in so long.
But this is your thing.
But we didn't even introduce the.
That's what I was trying to. I had the signal.
All I said was
and you said Ed.
That's never. Where was I supposed to stop?
You introduced me.
All right.
I introduced.
Okay.
Him,
I got you.
And then we say this is debatable. I mean, y'all know y'all know.
It's been a while. We ain't did this in like 2, 3, 4 weeks. So, I'm a little rusty.
But anyway, I got the homie Mark Madden, man.
Yeah.
To my far left, you feel me? And this is Debatable Decisions. Hey.
Okay.
I feel like you made that hard for nothing. You could have just went with the flow. It was just an and. Golly, man.
I got a whole baby girl down, man. Cutie pie. She's not here, so I gotta make sure that we stay on task. What's up with you though? Everything good?
Mark, you want to do this another day? We can come back, press reset.
I can do this anytime. Whenever y'all want.
We can leave him at home now. So. I'm cooling. It has been a couple of weeks since we been here.
Right.
We went on location. What, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, it was exactly 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Kind of wish we would do that more often.
Oh no, we're going to.
I had
Trust
fun.
me.
Definitely had fun. Mark, we took a trip to New York.
Trip to New York?
Yeah, we took a trip to New York, did an interview with a good brother up there. But one thing that I got out of that trip, y'all better watch out because the team knows how to execute. Y'all better be careful. Nah, I'm proud of my team that I'm a part of because we really went up there.
Handled me.
Yeah.
And we're proud of you.
Yeah.
Because you definitely executed everything you were supposed to execute as well.
I ain't do nothing. I just clocked out. I told them when I got in the car, I clocked out.
Yeah, but
they thought I was going to work, Mark. No, I'm not working. Don't ask me. Here's the addresses. Done.
Everything.
I'm done. You know how long it took us to leave? No, we executed when we got up there.
That's what I was referring to.
But you know how long it took us to leave Harrisburg?
Hello.
An hour later.
4 grown men, right? I said, we're going to leave at 7. Huh? What? Interview starts at 4. We got to check in the hotel at 3. So I don't want to be rushing at any point.
I never want to rush. I like to get comfortable a little bit, get my mindset.
Right.
And then, you know what I'm saying?
We leaving
this morning.
I can tell. we leaving at 7. Why 7? Yo, everybody going to need an extra 5 minutes. Nah. Okay. So, first passenger gets in the car.
That was me.
No.
Yeah, that was me. That was the
right.
I was the first passenger.
First passenger gets in the car. Everything's smooth. This is my ace. I know he done laid everything out the night before. This is my ace. I know I can rely on him. We get in the car. We go all the way uptown. The second passenger get in the car. Y'all got to make a stop at the store and get X, Y, and Z. I'm like, okay.
Well, I'm prepared for this.
Take him to the store. The first passenger goes, I gotta shoot back to the crib. I forgot something. Remember, this is my ace. This is the one that I'm. So we go to the store for the second passenger, then back to the house for the first passenger. Now we gotta go get the wrapper. Passenger number 3 is the wrapper. We all know what comes with dealing with rappers.
Damn.
We get to the rapper. The rapper starts driving for some reason. I don't know. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
No.
Should I tell this story?
No.
'Cause
The
it's all
rapper
over the
jumps in
place.
the car. We get about a half a mile up the road, about to hop on the highway. I got to go back to the crib. No. The rapper hit me.
Yeah.
Matt, we're about to get on the highway. Yo, I forgot my ID. This is all grown ass men.
We just made a
This
U-turn.
this is all grown ass men, all CEOs of their own brands.
Mm.
So I'm in a car of executives thinking I'm cool.
And he was cool the entire time, y'all.
Turn around, go get the rapper's ID. Now we go to get on the highway. We got to go back to the crib because
I forgot something else.
he forgot something else.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I
Mark.
never said I was perfect. You feel
And
me?
we got 2.5 to do on the highway.
All right, so now this is what we do. So let's speed up. We're in New York. We get to
What time y'all get to New York?
we got to New York around like 10.
10,
Yeah.
30.
So we ate, got to the hotel, got checked in a few minutes early.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
All right.
So
Shout out to
it was
Homewood Suites.
what sweets? Yeah, it was.
And
Although their
Edgewater,
water
New
was
Jersey.
weird. Yo, their water was weird. They had the hot and cold like reversed.
Man.
So Sunday comes, we try to check out, get our 1-2 together. Bizzle turns the hot water on, and it's cold. It's
See,
freezing cold.
I didn't even tell who the rapper was. He
Freezing cold.
Mhm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Couldn't take showers.
So then I'm like, so now check it. Do the same thing. And then the sink in the foyer, that was hot. About 30 minutes later, I'm like, wait a minute. Because maintenance ain't get here yet. I'm like, let me see something real quick. Let me just turn the knob a tad bit. Turned it like 5%. It was hot as hell.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I said, they got their joints backwards.
Oh, so the whole
Wait,
time
the
that's
whole
what the
time,
problem
that
was?
was
What
the
a
issue
smart individual.
Nah, but I can't even blame
Pull the other
listen,
one.
listen.
No.
You gotta remember.
No.
You gotta
Yeah, so
remember.
you're saying hot and cold.
You gotta
No. You ain't. Listen, I'm
It's
going to
a
protect
rapper.
Biz on that one.
If it's cold on the hot side, I'm
This
gonna
was the
reverse
rapper.
Oh, the rapper.
This is
It's
the
the
rapper, right.
So he probably ain't even
He
thinking right
know.
He like,
he thinking
yo,
bars.
man, this shit cold, I'm out.
Yeah. Uptown you.
now. My
Shout out
God.
to CB Organized Money.
Nah, but it was a dope trip.
Playing my boy right now. Yeah.
Hey, look, but this is what we do.
It's
We have a
either
great
him
time.
or I talk about T.O.
I mean, hey, listen. And you always do it when neither one of them can defend themselves. That says a lot about you, buddy.
That was a cowardly act. It's all good.
It's all good. But listen,
But all in all, it was a good trip.
it was a
Yeah.
good trip. Yeah.
Yeah.
All in all, it was a good trip.
I can't-
It's just a weird time. I can say it's a weird time for me, so that's why I was off a little bit. I've been just trying to get things personally together.
Y'all ain't
about a
this
month
COVID
now.
shit, right? Y'all ain't been nowhere.
We've been traveling, but
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just like, so with my dad home and all that,
Oh,
like
yeah.
just trying to
Shout out to
just
Pops.
appreciate that, just trying to, get certain things in place.
AC is a real life superhero, for those that don't know. Morally intact, super strength, everything. So he been dealing with a lot and still moving forward. I got to give it to him.
So that's why my only one trip turned into like 3, because I was like, I wasn't together. But we still made it and check in early. Every time we went to a location to eat, I got us in there, just straight sit. But this guy, it's all good. But
I clocked out.
yeah, you definitely clocked out.
I told him. It's not like I didn't warn him. Mark, I told him, yo, when we get in the car, I'm not doing anything. Nothing.
And that's what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
So, yeah. But let's get back to like why we're all here. And I'm really grateful that you are here. I'm grateful that he made this happen, because about a year ago you and I had a conversation about putting some content together,
Right.
and I flopped. I wasn't able to do it. You know what I mean? But everything happens when it's supposed to. So it was kind of like I was forcing it. No, yeah.
Instead of one,
no, listen,
you
stop.
could have two.
Listen. I was trying to force the situation, and that's why it didn't work. So then when Corey told me that he wanted you to be a guest on Debatable Decisions, I was like, that is perfect because we're going to have a real conversation. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to it, man. Madman Promotions.
I remember I came home, what was that, 2015.
Prime.
2000.
Like Optimus.
Yeah.
Prime.
2015. We had ran across each other. I'm really watching like, wow, this young man really doing his thing. And I think he'll tell you every time I seen him or we spoke, even though we had a relationship or nothing, it was all, salute. Mm-hmm. It wasn't about anything other than the fact that, he's really doing his thing. And then the first time we ever slightly worked together, he collected an easy bag.
I mean, those are needed.
We did the release party up at S Club.
I already knew what that can do. Like, oh, young boy, my boy, yeah, he can do this.
Easy bag.
I can get 150 people in that joint easy.
And he pressed me because after the joint was over, he pressed me for his bread, and I was nervous and stuff. And
never pressed him, y'all.
He pressed me on 4th and Emerald. We were standing there.
4th and E?
Yeah.
I never pressed no one.
So I was sitting there nervous.
I got told the location. I pulled up.
No.
I'm not even from uptown.
But you was good, though. We was good.
I'm not even from uptown. That's not even my hood. But, I ain't scared to go nowhere. I stood up there, hung with them while they drank and they smoked their weed and partied and was happy and hype. I sat up there and was like, hey, it's a good vibe. He pulled up 30 minutes late from when they were supposed to happen.
Not Corey Scales.
That's not true.
Then didn't even get out the car.
That's not exactly Corey Scales.
Stayed in the driver's seat.
Stop. That's definitely not true. It's definitely not true.
He ended up getting out the car.
Nah, but
eventually dap you up, got back in the car.
Yeah. That's his thing. He got back in the car. He didn't stay out there with him. He drove off after everything was paid.
But we did good business, and from there we've had a great rapport. Right. We would always discuss about doing bigger things, and Lord willing, it's going to come in the future. But then we would start having these real serious conversations. And I kind of got to see who he is. You understand what I'm saying? Not the promoter, just the person. And I liked him even more. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you can watch a man go through adversity and not quit. Still be able to wake up every day and put a smile on their face. Strength. You understand what I'm saying? Even if sometimes that smile is fake and phony. Just the fact that he got to know how to just say, you know what? I'm going to project positivity, even though I feel like, you know what I'm saying? But good brother, Mr. Harrisburg Nightlife, the hottest promoter in the area, Mr. Mark Madden. How did it start? Like, where did it start? How did you know you wanted to get a bunch of people in the same space to enjoy themselves, but how did you know you could do it?
I knew I could do it by how popular I was.
Everybody say they was
listen, so Mark was so popular that I remember junior year, I think, of high school, I'm at McDevitt. He's at the high, and I'm getting text messages of him squaring up, and I'm not about to drop this person's name. He's shooting the 60 on.
Ooh,
I know that one.
Hold on.
So
time out. Wait a minute. So y'all really think y'all gonna be able to skip?
No, we're not skipping anything. No. I'm just saying that was justifying his popularity.
I'm not dropping no names. I ain't. That's
no, we're not dropping no names. No, we're not doing that. I'm just justifying this.
Hold up. His side of the story. How you just gonna stop him?
Hell no, because if y'all see me outside fall, get knocked out, anything, y'all gonna come in here and tear me up. I don't know.
All
no
I
one
said
is
was he was
spared.
fighting. I said
Right, and obviously,
no, there's no
something happened funny within that squabble, whether it was a knockout, a dump on your head. You got the text message.
I just got the text message that they was knuckling. That's it.
Okay.
That's what I
thought it was
so
video.
it was. I was justifying.
Okay.
No, it wasn't. This was like 04, so that the video phones wasn't really a thing quite yet. But anyway, go ahead. Back to your popularity.
If video phones was that then,
yeah, it would be way different.
It would be
Dog.
All we had was the camera.
I'd probably be world starred all over the place.
No question.
Because I definitely.
Yeah, I wasn't
did
there.
a couple in.
But anyway, my fault.
So how did you? So where did the popularity come from?
Right.
From fighting.
Fighting, my personality, football, basketball, dancing.
Yeah,
basketball, dancing.
Yeah,
yeah
he used to jump
nice?
in our circles.
Downtown.
Used to do the Dougie stomp.
I used to dance.
Yeah, no question. Oh man, we taking
to do the Dougie.
Dougie, done it.
No,
whatever was dance style was in back then, I was doing it.
It was
like, damn, I could dance
A-Town stomp days, like
A-Town stomp,
all them shake, all that shit.
Yeah.
Oh man,
everything.
Were you nice?
Period.
Were you nice? Really nice? Or you just moved okay for a big man?
I wasn't.
He wasn't even big.
So you wasn't this size?
Nah.
You was slim?
He was fit.
Muscular.
Yeah.
But slim?
Slim.
Okay.
Like, I'm still muscular under this damn shirt. I just got a belly. I eat good.
All right.
What I'm saying?
Basketball, were you nice?
I didn't really give basketball my all. I just did it to keep doing something.
Okay.
But I could play the game.
All right. So Mark was just cool person in high school, huh?
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
What happened?
Like, I'm still that cool person.
Oh, all right.
But nah, we really like started it off like we threw a couple parties.
What was the first joint?
First joint we ever had was called that I ever indulged in with like peers or anything like that. I knew I wanted to do this. Was this drink called Polo Shirts and Mini Skirts?
Where at?
We did that joint at the Armory.
Okay, now,
who you do it with?
Oh my God, it was so many of us.
Real quick though. Now I don't want to get I think it's SBI. What was the fraternity joint at the Hod?
They were I think they were Sigma Beta.
Were you a part of that?
Nah.
Or no? Okay. Yeah, it was Sigma Beta.
Yeah, it was Sigma Beta. Nah, I was never part of that. I never wanted to be in none of that type of stuff. Like,
so you didn't start
to
your
know
party
the knowledge of it, what it is now.
Right.
But I didn't want to go through none of the other shit.
Got you. So you didn't start like the party promotions joint during high school. You waited until afterwards.
Yeah, I waited a long while before I wanted to decide on doing something.
Because a lot of your comrades, a lot of your peers, like Rich, Framework Rich, like he was doing this, what he was doing now.
He was doing it already
in high school. Like they was in the villa.
That's the thing.
You know
we started together.
Got you.
Our first drink was that one.
Okay.
Polo Shirts and Mini Skirts. So it was Framework
at the Armory.
At the Armory.
Yeah.
It was that whole squad, and then it was mine. Rawson Street.
Fred, Rich, and Mello.
Yep.
Was Poe in that mix too?
Poe was in the mix
too.
too.
I know he was
part of it too. I mean, it was like 9 of us.
Yeah.
At this amazing party.
I remember. I don't know if I attended that jump, but I definitely remember that.
Dog, we made 10 bands, charging $10 a wop.
Yeah.
Now that tells you right there how many people was in that building.
Right.
All right. So look, all those people, there's some wild and crazy shit go down.
Nah.
It was a party.
It was a party because we knew how to party.
Sweating.
Oh
my God, Richard got Framework got the pictures. He sent me one the other day. I said, "Oh my God."
Of that party.
Yes, like he got all them joints.
Yeah, no, he's classic for that.
He's a collector.
He's definitely a collector.
If you want anything,
shout out to Rich.
Say, yo, Rich, I know you got the folk. You know I got it, my boy.
He had the cloud before the cloud was a cloud.
Yeah,
word.
So
word.
That's how that joint goes. But moving on forward to what really got me into it, wanting to do it, my mom. But I watched my uncle, both my uncles, and worked with Chad You know what I'm saying? They was doing their first Friday joint.
Okay.
They started doing comedy shows. So I just was watching. Then my cousin LaRon McCoy and all them started doing little shows and concerts. And I just stood back and watched for a minute. Then the city went dry.
Yeah.
Nothing was open.
What year was that?
I want to say 2012.
word?
2012. 2011,
Rich.
2012.
Nah, because the Fly was still open. The Fly didn't close yet.
Done.
Not. Well, what
Yeah,
moment?
Fly
That was
was-
like me and Boogie left the Fly
was
like.
done. Like I started, we went through a 3-month span where nothing was open.
Rich was trying to do.
Rich was still trying to do
rumors.
And it wasn't going the way it was.
You did the New Year's party with him, the tent joint that year.
I believe we did something, but that was a little later on in the line.
Nah, that was 12.
Yeah, but it was later on in the year.
Yeah,
something
yeah,
happened. We came together, but yeah, it was really my mom. I mean, I was into a lot of nutty stuff at the time.
What? You was in the streets?
In the streets, moving around,
Moving and
tell
shaking.
me nothing. I was doing it by myself.
26.
These dudes don't understand. Like you move by yourself.
Right.
With a whole bunch of people, and then you
Man,
don't
you
move
don't move
retarded.
in the streets. Leave the streets alone.
You know,
If
they
you-
out here though.
Yeah, you don't need to be.
Don't need to be.
They
I
don't
mean,
need to
there's
be.
ways out to get money, and I found it out how.
Right.
Figured it out, put piece by piece.
Now, what made you transition? Was it something that happened? Was it, you already knew, like, this was just temporary. I'm going to leave this alone if I can get this to work. Like, what?
Transition came from my firstborn.
Mm.
Then right
Okay.
after him, I was like, I got to do something different.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What year was that?
He came 09.
Mm.
Got to do something different. Then right after him, I had a daughter.
Mm.
I really got to do something different.
Mm-hmm.
So when I found the niche of the partying, y'all wouldn't even believe me if I told you my first event flopped.
Well, I would believe it.
I mean, that's the name of the game.
What? Not when it comes to me.
I mean,
I was like, yo, how did this happen?
what was it? What was the event?
Man, listen, it was my
We're going
first
to break
event.
this one down.
It was a goddamn grown and sexy event.
Where at?
I was doing that at PA Sean Studio.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
down
on 7th Street, Cameron Street.
Cameron.
Right.
A little nice joint down there by Savannah's and all
Mhm.
that. Doing it there, set it up all nice, had the food all crazy, spent some money. Had 35 people show up,
What
something like that.
What year was this?
This was 2012. May.
I came to that joint.
Okay.
May
I came
2012.
to
Yeah,
that
you
joint.
are right. The
Rich
Fly
was
was
in
done
there.
by that time.
Rich
yeah.
was there. A
I
couple
came
other
to that
people was
joint.
there. What killed me
There was
Beyonce
nobody in that joint.
was in Atlantic City.
Oh, now you trying to make excuses.
I'm-
You see this?
Listen,
Excuse
man.
for what?
You
I
asked-
told this flop.
You asked
Okay.
him about his story. He's explaining it. Let him.
No,
2012.
that's actually the question I was going to next. Why did it flop? But we went right into it. Got
right
you.
into it.
Gotcha.
I'm 10 steps ahead.
Mm.
Nah, but like seriously, Beyonce had a show Thursday and Friday in Atlantic City.
Okay.
Now,
I
couple
remember
heads,
that
couple
too.
heads go up
yeah,
there.
Yeah, Now Harrisburg.
They got
was there.
hotels
Yeah,
and
I
all
remember
that
that.
up there.
I remember that.
Then she opened 2 more shows
Mm.
and did a Saturday, Sunday. So I said,
So-
I'd rather go see Beyonce my damn self.
Right.
And I gotta pay for a room because everybody got
Yo, we
rooms.
just figure it out.
Everybody was up in Atlantic City, and there
Yeah,
was so
that's
much
real.
to do in Atlantic City that weekend.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no question.
So, I was just like, oh, all right. And at that time, it was only the people that I knew. It was like, oh, shit, a lot of people went up there together.
Right.
Now I gotta expand and get deeper with it. So I teamed up I did a pool party with Dom Jolie.
Yeah, I remember that joint.
That was my next event. But I didn't even want to do it no more because I thought it was over. You know what I'm saying?
Because of the flop.
My mom was like, nah, you got something going. Keep it going.
Yeah, you just gotta go through the motions.
I mean,
Mhm.
Mom Dukes be we on it. Now, when you got something going on, like I can see it. It just
Right.
ain't come together just this time. But
Remind
keep going.
me of Donda.
So I went back to the drawing board and said, let me see if I can do this. Me and Dom came together on a Wednesday, did a pool party.
Yeah.
Had over 100 and some people at this
That
pool
was at the
party.
joint
At,
off of
Coons
Eisenhower,
Park.
right? Oh yeah, Coons. Yeah, that's right.
At
That's
Coons
right.
Park. Turned around, I did another pool party. Nobody got Jack Select in years.
Yeah.
got it.
Mhm.
I got Jack Select. And when I got Jazz Slick, that's when people really start paying attention. Like,
Okay.
I got Jazz Slick doing a pool party?
Right.
Yes.
Do you miss the pool parties?
I'm about to have, yes.
Oh, all right. My fault. I mean, we do exclusive
definitely
things
do.
here.
I
Though,
So pool parties coming summer of 22?
No, probably not.
Oh, I thought that's.
I was about to have one last year, and they cut the
'Cause of,
cord, like, bang. That joint was about to be crazy. They say, man, it was definitely about to be crazy because everybody was looking forward to it. Like, I sold 300 tickets in less than an hour.
I came to your last pool party.
I got a serious question to
Joined
ask.
across the river? Didn't you do that with, wasn't you? No, you wasn't involved in that. Your man was. Leonard.
What pool party across the river?
Across the river. Wasn't too many people. They tried to shut it down for a second. And they talked to him, left for them. They said that y'all wasn't supposed to be in there.
Oh, no, I wasn't part of that. Yeah. That was in the Mechanicsburg joint.
Yeah. That's
I
not
wasn't a part of that.
That hotel.
They definitely shut. They can't go back over there.
Nah, that's not
They
the
were
hotel. It
spraying
wasn't
the
at the
cops
hotel.
with the water guns. And
Oh yeah.
I'm saying, like, bruh, y'all don't know.
Yeah, it's time
No
for
matter
me to
where
go.
we are, we don't know how to act.
I was right before
we can't
that.
conduct ourselves with no type of positivity,
We can.
humbleness. No, we can't.
We can. We won't agree to disagree, but we can.
Man, listen.
But,
I have a question. When are you going to get your own space?
No,
No. I'm not going too fast. We are on a time
Your
limit.
brother,
I'm
your
asking
brother.
Corey.
Your brother.
Please let me just ask this one question, and I'll shut up for the rest of the show. Can
Why
you?
would you shut up for the
No,
rest of the
not
show?
literally, but like I asked that because during those times, the 2013 to about 2016, we were at P&B show together.
Mm-hmm.
Doing things, and then you went down to Kyoto's. You know what I mean? It was like you just said, like a 3-month time frame, then a gap, then 3-month, then gap.
Mm-hmm.
And like literally, like me and John, we would talk, encouraging you through the atmosphere of like, yeah, we just want Mark to just get his own space. Because it's like
the thing with the own space is I don't want it.
Understood.
The headache and the hassle and just people just don't respect people's stuff.
Understood.
It's very real. And you understand how many hip hop spots last in our city?
But does it just have to be a hip hop spot though?
With any spot. It turns into our culture, our music, what we like, what we love to do. And people don't do things in silence. They want to smoke their weed loudly.
There's nothing wrong with it. That's a part of partying.
No, it's not. It's something wrong with it when you have a liquor license.
I think it goes to his point though of when he said like we can't go nowhere.
Can't go nowhere.
You feel what I'm saying? So I get both of
People
y'all's
don't know how to
perspective.
conduct themselves when they got liquor in them or they on some other type of other drug.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always, what's up with these women?
What you mean?
They don't wear heels or nothing no more.
I mean,
Like they come out like in full dresses with sneakers. Like,
That's style.
yeah, that's a style.
It's not.
No, it's a style. It's a style, one, and then
It's
two.
a
You got to
corny
depend
style.
on
Comfort.
what age group are we talking about? Because
All of them.
if we're talking about 30 plus,
All of them.
if they was doing the hills in their 20s consistently, their knees is like they gotta. You know what I mean?
Their knees.
That's
They
why they.
old,
That,
man.
no,
You
but
know what's crazy?
When you say from heels to sneakers,
You know what's
that's
crazy?
why.
I love to see a woman in a pair of like 95 Air Max, 93 Air Max.
With a dress.
Walking around
Don't even have
Oh,
a dress and
at a
shit.
park.
Nah, even in the club. Remember them
At a
doobie
festival, walking
them
around.
doobie wraps? That's what they called, right? When they used to put I think that's sexy to have a doobie wrap, little jean jacket, some tights, gray sweatpants, and some gray tights, and some.
in the park.
He was
Air-
talking
Air
about.
Max.
He was talking
Come on,
about.
I take that in the
Nightlife.
club. I take
He's
that in
talking
the
about
club.
a dress
we
with
ain't-
sneakers,
we
Corey.
ain't- But
Not
um,
what you're talking about.
I take that in the
No, where
club.
he at
Like
with
I'm
for me-
not talking about. I said that's what I think
for
is sexy.
me, the club, I just didn't want it.
Understood.
Never wanted. Ask Rich. He'll tell you, I don't want no spot. Don't want
Because
it.
of the responsibility.
No, not even the responsibility. The upkeep of just trying to make sure motherfuckers don't tear your stuff up. Then get you shut down when you invested so much money into it.
Right.
Like that liquor license ain't cheap.
Not at all.
And then the building that you, whatever you're doing, you got to lease. You got to make sure that you are doing what you're supposed to do, because they ain't going to care about anything. If they come shutting it down, you still got to pay that.
Right. Understood. Floor is yours. Thank you for that. I never got a chance to ask you that. You feel me? So
yeah,
you could have DM'd that.
Listen, man, why? We like the people want. If I want to know, I'm sure the people want to know.
Yeah, I just never wanted it. And if I do get one, it would be controlled in a different way. That people were like, "What is this?"
And I think that could happen with the right team, with no pressure.
COVID hit, and my mind said, "Yeah, I'm gonna fall back for a second."
Got you.
A lot of us see you partying. I think we used to watch you party maybe 4 nights a week, enjoying life, living that lifestyle. But there's a flip side to that.
Always.
You spoke about your the birth of your children and kind of what changed your life, changed your perspective on what was important and what you were willing to do to provide. Well, how many you have now? 3?
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your oldest one is the one.
Had a birthday.
Oh,
He's 13 now. My daughter's 11. She'll be 12 this year.
And then your last son is where you?
Last son is 5. He'll be 6 this year.
That's the one where had the complications?
Yeah, that's the one that had the complications. Like heavy. Yeah.
Starting at what age?
When he was first born.
Firstborn? So you were running your own company and you were working at the time?
Yep. I was working at the city.
Yep. I remember seeing you.
Working at the city, actively running your own company, like faithfully every weekend. And home life is
a mess.
How do you do it? Well, explain to them, if you don't mind, what was going on with your son.
He had a lot of complications. The main one was the blood sugars. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it required a lot of hands-on, because at any given moment, if his joint dropped, he couldn't keep him up.
He can't communicate.
Dropping.
Right, yeah.
And our hands-on had to be there, because at any given moment, it can drop under 70. He can go into seizure or whatever. So it was a lot of responsibility between me and his mama.
Okay.
And a lot of people didn't understand what we were going through.
Right, no question.
You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
that
stressful.
frustration, that stress, that time, you know what I'm saying, like really hit hard. And I was like, oh shit, this is real. You know what I'm saying? So I never went through nothing that extensive on, you know, being hands-on with a kid. But this one was like, it was really different. Like we was living in Philly.
Oh, word.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
Chop, staying in hotels every night.
That's what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because of the
medical.
medical. Like we couldn't get, Ronald McDonald House was full. So I'm paying out of pocket. You know, I mean, they give a discount, but it's still 120 plus parking every night.
Right. For however long that took.
45 to 60 days. You know what I'm saying? So we come home and we ain't ask nobody for a dime. See, promotion, I had it. People don't know the extensive of what I sacrificed for that. Like, this is my young boy.
Right.
Oh, they don't give us nowhere to lay our heads. Like, man, we ain't staying in this room. This is what we doing. Eating out. That's where, because we can't cook nothing. We ain't got no kitchen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we eating out every day. Got the 2 meals. Yeah, we got 2 meals. We eat around this time. We eat around this time. And we good. Like, we got to be done. You know what I mean? We buy snacks and shit like that. Eating a lot of like little junk stuff. Clothes in the car. Like, it was real.
But you also have 2 other children.
And I also got 2 other children.
All right.
So I still got to make sure home is with them. Is good. I got to talk to them every day. And they were young at the time, too. Like 6, 7. You know what I'm saying? No, actually, I got they got 8, 7. I mean, somewhere in that area.
Did they understand what was going on?
I'm not really sure. I mean, you know, kids at that age, they don't really see. They see a lot, but they don't say a lot. You know what I mean? They still got smiles on their faces when they see daddy. So it was nothing to really ever say or do that was different. It's just I wasn't around as much for a certain amount of time.
Right.
Then.
So he was born in the last one, the youngest one. He was born in what year?
2019. No, I'm lying.
No,
he was 16. Sorry, 16. I'm tripping. 16.
I was about to say, hold on.
Yeah, 16. My fault.
That experience is crazy. When did the accident happen?
Shoot.
That was around the same time, right?
Man, that was 2018.
All right, so
you're right.
December.
You have a son. The joy of birthing him, wife giving birth to a new baby.
Mm-hmm.
Then you start having medical complications.
Mm-hmm.
Working, running your business, taking care of the family, extreme situations at home. 2 years into it, you worried about your son, and then you have a major
year and a half for real.
You have a major accident that I know to this day it has left a lasting effect on you. Would you like to speak about?
I deal with it every day.
Speak about that night, if you don't mind.
That night was a blur. That night was strange. The whole entire day was strange.
I was about to ask about the day.
The day was strange. I don't know. I was like, felt like I was on top of the world.
Like an outer body experience all day.
Felt like I was untouchable. I felt like, yeah, this is it. Like,
what was going on that you was feeling under it? Good news, made some decent amount of money.
It was just, I don't know. My son was doing well.
Business was booming.
And because it wasn't no more Kyoto's, it was Gastro.
Yeah.
So that new thing was coming. It just was like, no matter what I did, nothing could break me. That's how I was feeling that whole day. So that night, I buy bottles of champagne. I don't drink not a sip. I'm pouring it out to everybody, giving it to everybody. So I don't got a bit of liquor in my system at all. I drive down to the gas station I always go to.
Which one? Second and Clay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
At night, because I live on 15th for her. So
okay.
Yeah, it's right.
I come down second.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make the right.
And this right, make the right and go straight up McClay, and I'll be at my crib. Make the right on 15th and be there. Sitting there talking to a couple ladies I work with. We laughing, busting it up. I pull off like a normal day. Out of nowhere, my life flashed before my eyes. Reality set in that I'm not untouchable. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you go be, everybody goes through something.
Right.
And that's just something I live with, deal with every day. Like, people don't know the amount of pressure, amount of weight that holds on you, knowing that a life is not here and you're responsible for it. You know what I'm saying? So that right there is just, I start looking at life differently.
Hold on. For those that might not know, unfortunately, Mark, leaving that gas station, you struck a person. And then they didn't make it.
Right.
So him speaking, if you didn't know the story, I just wanted to fill you in. And now you can probably understand when he says life really changed that day. It's a lot of people out here that proclaim to be cold-hearted, tough, everything. But when you put in these real-life situations, and I'm not saying he did, I'm just saying look at their effects. This was an accident. Did you have to go to court and stuff, or they said they didn't put any fault on you from day one?
They put no fault on me.
All right.
That's
I
a
stopped.
blessing. I mean, for what it is.
I actually stopped. I don't even know. You know,
Did
a lot
you
of people.
feel it?
A lot of
Did you
people in that
hear it?
situations, they fold under pressure. They get nervous. They don't know what to do. They drive off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, I actually stopped. I paused for literally 5 seconds. Like, is this just really happening? You know what I'm saying? I get out. Some boys, I can just remember his voice. I can't even remember. I never even looked his way. said, yo, it's a cop right up here. You want to go get it? I was like, yeah. But I'm already on the phone with 911. And they telling me to do certain things. And I did them. Because she was like, folded. You know what I'm saying? And that vision right there bothers me because when I left her, she was breathing. Wow. You know what I'm saying? I got her to breathe. When I left her.
Right.
I'm like, yo, that's all I'm worried about. Is she all right?
Right.
They did all they tests on me, the drunken stuff, all that. Had me down at the police station for hours. Had me do the, talk to them about what happened, whatever. Didn't tell me she died.
While you were at the police station?
While I'm at the police station. Tore me apart.
If I could ask this question, because life sucks. You know what I mean? Like, there's just times where we just go through the bullshit. So you went, your youngest son went through what he went through, came out of that. You had a second to breathe, and then that occurred. What do you do, like, from that moment until now to, like, really make sure you're okay? Because I'm looking at you right now, like, holding back tears as you're holding back, as I'm seeing the tears in your eyes.
Yeah, they ain't gonna go nowhere.
I know they ain't going nowhere.
Oh, let them drop.
They ain't gonna drop.
No, let them drop.
So
please let them drop.
I cried enough. They ain't gonna drop. This is as far as they go.
No, this is that's your look right now. Like, I get it, but like, how can you change that look? Like, have you
this
been
look
doing
don't
certain
change.
things?
When I go through the thought process of whatever happened and what I've been through, my kids give me my ability to keep moving, right? But my mom,
go right back to mom dudes.
My rock,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, her being able and her being in position as a counselor to talk to me, to deal with certain situations. She don't even know how important she is to me. You know what I'm saying? So when I go back and I start talking to her, she don't even know I'll be picking her brain, but then she knows that I'm picking her brain. You know what I'm saying? And she starts talking to me in different ways to get my mind off of what I'm going through. We was watching a show one time. I don't even know what show it was. It was about this dude protecting his son for something. But on the first episode, his son, she's like, you gotta watch this show. You gotta watch it. I'm like, all right. So this boy was just riding his bike. It was something about a judge.
Okay.
Can't think of what the show is, yo. But boy riding his bike. And the boy was driving a car. He was driving kind of recklessly. And I'm just watching the show, not paying it no mind. And I hit the boy off the bike.
And your whole day probably changed. That whole
My
mood.
whole everything was like, what the hell? That's when I knew I needed help.
Did you seek it? Have you been seeking it if you did? Or?
I seek it in different ways. Like, well, she is that.
That's understood.
You know what I'm saying? She is the help. But now it's getting to the point where, I'm human. I still make mistakes. And my main thing is now she's asking me to do other things to seek better help.
Right.
Because the old me never left, but it keeps returning.
When you say the old you,
right, yeah.
Meaning
I used to fight.
Okay.
Regularly.
Okay.
Like, you're not going to disrespect me. You're not going to do that. I'm going to stand on this.
So you feel like
it's
aggression.
Starting the aggression,
okay.
The frustration.
Okay.
It's starting to come back.
Get back. Okay, yeah.
But it comes back in spurts.
Yeah.
So are you getting into things and you starting to see it? Is it conversations with or frustrate, like dealing with the kids, and you starting to see you get a little upset a little bit?
It's more people.
Okay, dealing with people.
Like, I done had 3 simple assaults in the last couple years.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, yo, what am I doing?
Right.
But I'm not this guy.
Right.
But the simple assaults are coming.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this is getting real. I'm like, what?
Right.
Now, one of them I was responsible for. Like, he caught me at the bad time to be talking what he was saying.
Right.
Don't do that.
Right.
But I told the cops everything. I did what I did. It is what it is.
And at least, I mean, you did
I'm
this
man
instead of
enough
like,
to accept
right.
anything, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Now, the other two were more provoked in a way where I had to respond. Like, yo, I got to watch out for myself or it can get real. So, but I'm not a cop caller. I don't be getting how these people are different today. They call cops. And with me not calling the cops first, they keep saying, call us first.
Right.
I'm not calling y'all.
Right.
Like, that's not what I get into. Like, I'm not, unless it's like something like really, really, really crazy. I'm not calling y'all for no little nigga. I'm not calling y'all for that.
Right.
In your situation, in our culture, and I go through the same thing. I don't call police. I don't even working at jobs when I should have informed supervisors of certain things that happen. I don't even do that. And that's me being wrong and not doing the right thing in those situations. But you're a tax-paying citizen. You're not in the streets. So you have to deprogram yourself or reprogram yourself to think and move a certain way. You have serious things that you need to work on mentally. And if you don't work on it, you can find yourself in some compromising situations, such as those 3 instances where you have assault charges. But if you weren't still thinking in with the street mentality, you would have been okay with calling the police. At that moment, these things happen at work, right? At the club.
One there, one was at my house.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
I was outside of the house. You know
Well,
what I'm
at
saying?
least the one that happened at the club, that's your work environment. Even the ones that happen by the home. Like, protect yourself, but at the same time, I would never want to see you get locked up, especially knowing that this energy is stemming from the last 5-10 years that you've been going through it, and you just didn't get the proper help. Now, I understand you relying heavy on Mom Dukes because you've been speaking to her your whole life, so you're comfortable with that. But you have to reach out to somebody that's a professional and truly
like another professional.
Not
what you're saying. Your Mom Dukes is a professional, but
definitely.
like
You could be. That relationship is great, but sometimes we might put a little bit too much on our folks because they are our folks. You understand what I'm saying? I know my kids, they'll give me everything and not think about stress or worry that they're gonna cause me. So just what do we have to do to get Mark to go ahead and trust someone else to give that to them?
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
I think we started the process right here, though.
I don't write.
You don't write? So can we, as your homie, can we try that? It does a lot. It has helped me in the times where I really needed it. And your writing is strictly for yourself.
Oh, yeah. I probably won't write.
Text it in your phone. Just feelings.
Text it.
You got to release it some way, somehow.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting help.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, me and my mom, we working on something.
Okay.
I mean, on getting other professional help. So
Okay.
I'm not really a writer.
I got you.
Not really.
Got you.
Like, I don't want to put nothing down on paper or anything. I just want to talk to someone and be done with that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But other than that, like, I really move pretty well to be going through what I do.
Oh, yes.
No question.
You know what I'm saying?
For you to be able to maintain?
It's just
You be able
everything.
to just show up today.
All my stuff is really provoked. You know what I'm saying? And all people be like, what's provoked? It's situations that don't need to happen, that I just gotta enforce, like me.
Right.
Like, if this don't happen, you don't do this, I'm not doing nothing.
Right.
So it's not like I'm going around starting stuff. It's just once you push me to that point, it's like, damn, what could I did different?
Right. What
Then I ask myself,
what message are you teaching your youngins in regards to like
on how to respond?
Yeah, are you
how to respond?
So all right, y'all having that?
Listen, yep. You don't got to respond like my oldest. He's getting into that lifestyle of his chest is being bigger, head, hormones. He's going through the depression, like the different. And I be like, listen here, you hear all the stories about me, all that blah blah blah. That ain't their life. That's not where I'm teaching you. That's not where I'm raising you. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't want you to be no punk and you ain't going to protect yourself.
Right. But you can utilize a certain...
If it's a situation...
utilize the help that's in front of you.
Can you walk away from it?
Right.
Is there any way you could have walked away from that situation? And you say, yeah or no. I'm like, what part did you see that you could walk away? You tell me. I mean, like, he ain't perfect, but he's learning.
Right.
And he done walked away from a couple situations that boom. But he handled himself in one situation, and now he got to taste of blood. And I'm like, yeah, you ain't going back to that.
Right.
Like, stay far away from that, because
this ain't that.
Now, they ain't fighting.
Right. And that's what I was saying with regards to you.
So, like, you got to step off a little bit, youngin'. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm raising them to be different from me, but to also, not too different.
Yeah, of course. I mean, they're you, so.
Yeah, just not too different. Like, don't let nobody just walk all over you. Right. But you definitely don't have to indulge in a lot of situations. I look back at a lot of situations I got myself into. I'm like, man, I could have walked away from that. But I didn't.
And that's part of the therapy. Like, you can't change what happened to you, what I mean, what made you. But with you having children,
I can change y'all.
You know what I mean? Exactly. So that's part of your process. I don't know if anybody's ever told you that.
It's part of the process.
I mean? That's
like everything about
part of the process.
Everything that's happened to me, man, it's been a process. Like and the main thing about me is I'm gonna be me regardless. I mean, but I gotta change what I'm teaching, my response. And see, my response, I always thought it was the right one because I had to do it. You know what I'm saying? Or I ain't gonna say, nobody gonna say I'm a punk out here.
Right, but that popularity thing.
And that shit just getting your head, damn, he punk Martin.
Right.
Ugh. Peer pressure.
One thing that I did, my son kept getting into a little nonsense maybe about a year or two ago for about 2 years, 3 years span. And I realized when I would tell him to walk away, he would always feel like a chump, like putting his head down, walking away. And I explained to him one day, I was like, listen, no, it's not that you're a chump, but you can't spend your time addressing everybody's energy. So I gave him you don't fight every fight, but you win every war. And first time I said it to him, you understand it? Yeah, but he didn't know how to apply it. And now as he's gotten older, he's 17 now, I think he's learned how to apply that. You're not walking away to be a chump. You're walking away because these little battles can stop you from accomplishing that goal. Big goal, the main goal. You understand what I'm saying? Just because I don't have to accept every challenge. I don't. And it doesn't make me soft or weak. It makes me intelligent.
Allows you to live to see another day.
Exactly. To where I can make sure I'm here to fight that war. I commend you though, good brother, for speaking about it, especially in front of a camera, because and I'm thankful that you were comfortable enough to speak about it with us.
This was last year I wouldn't have spoke.
Nah, that's why I said like I was trying to force it. It was forced, and I had to realize
last year I
that.
wouldn't have spoke.
You dig what I'm saying? I'm like, it's not time yet.
Just really stop being able to carry my emotions with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I broke down, walked off, and I had to get my life, my whole thing together.
Mm-hmm.
But now, there's nothing I can do about it.
Right. But
it's going to always be there.
Mm-hmm.
It's never going nowhere. I got to live with that every day.
As a brother, I want you to know that the universe knows that your intentions are pure.
Mm-hmm.
She would forgive you. She has forgiven you. You haven't forgiven yourself.
No, I haven't.
Right, but she wouldn't want you to be sitting here suffering. You understand what I'm saying? It might have just been that time. She might have made a different turn that night, and a certain thing was going to happen to her a certain way. And the fact that she decided to turn left, you was just the person or the tool that the Lord, that the Creator used to bring her home.
And that's what bothers me the most. Is like, why?
I get it. And those are a lot of
Why
questions that we ask.
What did I do to?
You might not get that answer for
I'm never
another
gonna get
20.
that.
No,
I'm gonna get it.
You're going to get it,
but it's gonna come in a rush, and I can feel it's how it's gonna come. I just don't know when it's gonna come.
You don't even know what it's gonna feel like.
Right?
Though.
Because it's going to look different.
You're assuming.
It's gonna be.
But you know what's crazy? You might have got the answer, but you're looking at it. You're looking for it to come a certain way.
Yeah.
And you're not paying attention. But
could be that too.
Yeah.
But I'm right at this moment. I'm just living, taking day by day.
Just make sure you enjoy every day.
Oh, I am now.
Yeah.
Like, y'all know me. I was a workaholic.
Yeah.
I never took no trips, bro.
You look good too, like you slim.
So you in DR the other day?
I'm in DR.
All that.
Puerto Rico, LA, 2-3 times. Atlanta, crazy.
Right.
I'm like, man, I'm living.
Right.
What I didn't do before was enjoy the money I had.
Yeah. It's hard. We're not taught
I
even
was
how to do
putting
that.
it up and making sure that this and that was good. Man,
It's called
I'm
being responsible.
out. Soon as I get a piece of some change that I can tuck to the side and say, oh yeah, you good, you cool, I'm out. I'm
That's
gone.
life.
Can't nobody complain.
Now
I
I'm
made sure
done
everybody
now.
was cool.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
Like I am. Any chance I get to go on a trip, I'm out.
That's living.
I'm going.
Yeah, I can't wait to get.
I'm
to
thinking
that
about going to
point.
DR again in June. I'm out.
I've never been out of the country.
That was me.
And that's me still. To
A couple
this day.
months ago, I never been. Man, I had a passport for 7 years
Puerto Rico's like still
and
state,
never
man.
went nowhere. Just had it.
Just had it.
Yeah, I need my stamp.
Yeah, fill that joint up. Fill it up for me.
I need my stamps.
Cause I ain't going nowhere. No
Looking
time
at that
soon,
water,
man.
looking at how other people was living,
Right.
bro. That thing was peace.
The energy is different, I'm sure.
Like God, they looking at me like, hey, you want a job? Want a job? I don't even speak y'all language.
Word.
Like,
This is the
what?
mark.
A
This is the mark
job.
right here, man, that I'm familiar with, and it's okay to not always be this smart.
Yeah,
And I want you to know that. Black man to black man, it's okay
Like
not
Usher
to
said,
always be
sometimes you
this
gotta
smart.
smile when you don't feel like smiling.
Right.
You know what I mean? I always wore a smile. When I was promoting clubs, I'll be in there like I'm having the time of my life and be empty inside.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm
But
saying?
the funny thing is, that's a lot of us.
That's all of us.
Yeah,
At
it's
some
not
point in
just
time
you.
in our lives.
Yeah, I already
It's
know.
a lot of us. The smiles that you see with the empty feeling inside, that's a lot of us.
But for me though, see, y'all two really are not like in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So when I'm in the mix, you'll think that I'm having the time of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I got 300 people in here. They done paid me $10, $15, $20 to get in here. The money is good.
That's not your piece, though.
It's not my piece.
That's not your piece.
It's your job.
And I hate it.
Mm.
And I hate it. And people be like, yo, you ain't promoting. Nope.
Reset.
I'm chilling.
So what's the next move for Mark Madden?
Yeah. In due tell. But right now, I'm enjoying what I'm doing now.
Right.
Loving it. Every minute of it.
So if somebody has an event that they want to do, can they call you up to get some consultation,
Listen.
links, anything?
I'm willing to help anyone. I just try to help somebody recently. I thought what I gave them was fair. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, look, I don't want much. Give me 200.
Well,
And
they didn't
then,
think
you
that.
know,
They didn't think it was fair.
then 5% off of gross. 5% off of gross. Not off of anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you got to pay this, got to do that. You got to do your thing. Gross. 5% of gross is, I don't think that's all like a lot. Because it's hard to count tickets.
Right. Yeah, no question.
It's hard to count tickets. Like, And I'm not running around trying to
collect
no,
ticket
I'm not
bread,
doing all that.
hit my Cash App and
all that, and like, and I'm not doing all that.
Right. You know, you beyond that.
Like, if you don't have a link just for me, it's hard to really see where it's coming from. Mm-hmm. But the door, this is a door city.
Yeah.
I don't want much, bro. I was just extend the hand. It ain't like I'm trying to take over the event or nothing. But I know people are looking for me to do stuff. Oh, my inbox is crazy. When you doing this? When you doing that? Why don't you go down here? Mm-hmm. I'm not going nowhere. I'm chilling.
Got you.
When I see that the situation is beneficial for me in the right way that it needs to,
I'm outside.
I come outside.
I'm outside.
Right now, I don't even like nothing that's going on.
Right.
I'm like, oh yeah, y'all just, keep doing what y'all.
Got you.
And I was just like, whoa. So I called my man. It's like, yo, was that too much? And he said, bro, you lowballed yourself.
I was
just like, wow. Like, yes, you lowballed yourself because that's not a lot. That's nothing.
I don't think it was it might not have been a number. It's just the person might not know how to do business. And that
in consideration.
Yeah, like a lot of people say they do this, they do that, but they really don't know how to conduct the business that goes with that industry. They really don't understand where the money I'm talking about on a local level. Now, once you get outside the city and you start doing it professionally, you're going to get the know-how. Or if you work underneath somebody, you'll get the know-how. But just to come outside and say I'm a promoter or a producer or if you really don't know what comes with those titles, you should do the research.
I believe they do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they might not know. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here or there for me.
Right.
Like, I don't mind.
You blessed the situation and listen, they ain't jumped. So.
I throw people shit for free. I don't even care because it ain't about that. Right. But when you want my time,
time you can't get back.
Time you can't get back,
you
bro.
Can't get time back.
Well, we would
compensate me for it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not even asking for a lot. How many people I didn't help and they was like, yo, how much you want for this? I don't want nothing. And they tell you.
I remember that night you was bullying me for that bag, though.
I wasn't.
Like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Y'all had me up there.
No, it wasn't my fault. It was the rapper.
Don't blame me.
It was the rapper.
I'm trying to go. Yeah. But I didn't bully nobody for nothing. I stayed. I enjoyed the time and all that.
I couldn't get 3 feet without Mark being right. But damn, son, what the? Yeah, son.
Why are you capping like that?
Remember that night, though? It was like
that was a good night.
In a 3-block span, it was about 10 police pulling people over. You don't remember that night?
Remember that night?
That was crazy. That was a crazy night.
It wasn't no shocker to me. I'm used to it.
I've never been in S Club after that.
I go in there. I breeze through there every now and again.
Unfortunately, we got to wrap this up. It's that time. It's that time. We appreciate you.
All day. Appreciate
I pray
y'all.
that if you ever get into a point on any given day to where you might feel a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of frustration, that you hit my line.
All day.
Always willing to listen.
Anytime you hit me before I even get a chance to hit you.
That's the universe.
Yeah.
They really do.
That's the
like he really does. And we'll have conversations for hours.
Yeah.
Because he loves to talk. He has a gift.
But you be crazy. You wouldn't even think he'd love to talk because he talks so slow.
And that's why I asked the one question that I asked him. Like, wait a minute, we gotta answer. And I'm like, because I knew what the meat and potatoes of this conversation. I'm not touching you no more. I knew what the meat and potatoes of this conversation was going to be about. So I had to get my one question in, and it still all made sense.
It didn't because, like, for you. Cutie Pie would have said it had to be structured. I was structuring it, and so she would have been proud of me. But
oh no, you did your thing, but it still made sense.
The mayor over here.
AC the mayor.
I appreciate y'all.
Listen,
my dad sent his love as well.
Yeah, I love you, Dad. Tell him I said what's up, bro.
No question.
That's the real AC. That's the real.
Oh,
that's where all that energy.
He broke a couple of my joints in school. He was a teacher. He broke up a couple. And then look at me, be like, give me the wink.
I feel you.
Yeah, my God, dog. Like, whew. Days.
Yeah, Marshall days.
Marshall. Oh my God, Jesus Christ.
Shout out to everybody that's been following us.
Yes, thank you.
We appreciate the love. Again, I need you to start to interact with us a little more. Comment, Get in the DMs, the inboxes. Let
Or
us
after
know.
this one, they going to.
Let us know what y'all want. If that's what happens, I would love it. And maybe we can get Mark back a couple more times in the
I
next
come have some fun.
5 years. You know what I'm
5
saying?
years.
Can't do it too
I ain't
often.
coming back in 5
Really,
years.
5 years.
Y'all better be on a high pedestal for me to come back in 5 years.
I don't know.
5 years. Y'all better be fucking making millions.
Hey, listen, thank you for speaking that to existence.
Like what? 5 years. You better have me back in. Have me back in 3 months.
I just remembered how I felt that night was being like, he a big dude. I'm a little guy, and it's just like,
this guy.
Yo, brother, I'm gonna give you your money, and he was just hurry up.
Man, I'm out on that note, man. He keep trying to act like I bullied him. I did not bully him. We actually smiled and had a good time. Like, laughed. And that was like our first encounter meeting, and now I'm bullying him.
It's in the back of my mind. It's all them stories I done heard. Mark knocked this out. Mark did that, and it's like, can y'all bring the money, please?
No, it was not even that time. I never even asked. Never said, what's up with the bread? Nothing. As soon as he came up there, he said, yo, Mark, let me holler at you. You know what I mean? I walked right up to the car.
That was great
why you laughing so hard?
He said, thanks, good brother. You did good business. I like to do good business. You did good business. And sat in the car. And then got out a little bit.
Love life, live long, and breathe free.
All day.
Peace.